Awesome. All right, guys, we have the last remaining 10 bouts. This time the swing belts, we got purple belts, brown belts, and black belts. So make sure you stay tuned, and we got some awesome action ahead of us. Here's Wayne to meet our next set of competitors.
Welcome back to the Submission Hunter Pro 95 Facebook live stream. Here's the first of 9 swing bouts. Please welcome to the blue corner, Gabriel, Reyna.
All right, Gabriel, Reyna at Oropesa BJJ. This is a 185-pound no-gi purple belt match. We have 3 purple belt matches, 4 brown belt matches, and then 2 black belt matches to finish us off. Reyna at Oropesa BJJ, up in the Conroe area.
Yeah, I've heard about Pressa plenty of times, especially being close to the Conroe area. They have a few guys, good level competitors. They do really well on the competition scene.
All right, we got Gabriel on the mats. Let's meet his opponent. Here's Wayne.
Please welcome to the red corner, Russell Bagwell.
All right, Russ Bagwell out of Finesse BJJ. We've seen him on these mats before. Proud of this stat. Russ is our oldest competitor, active competitor. You pretty much see him here every time the sub-hunter comes.
The Finesse BJJ guys are a real tight-knit group. They all train together really hard, constantly. The team environment is really good. Excited to see what he has to put together.
Awesome. All right, we got these purple belts on the mats. Let's get this match started.
The following contest is scheduled for 1 round with a 7-minute time limit in the purple belt division at 185 pounds. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, representing Oropesa BJJ, this is Gabriel Reyna. And introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, representing Finesse BJJ, this is Russell Bagwell.
Here we go. Right into a takedown.
Yeah, Reyna, and threw on a single, turned into a double leg. Looks like Russ was happy to play from guard. Difference in body types here. Russ, pretty long and lengthy for the weight class. Reyna, a little more built, staying tight. Usually the swing bouts are the blue belts, so it's a good change of pace here to have some of the higher level matches here at the end of the night.
Looks like Bagwell wants to get the closed guard, but he can't quite get that foot out, and that's where that length is kind of working against him.
Yeah, he needs to get a frame on that head, push his head a little bit.
Reyna kind of doing this smash style, having heavy chest pressure and forehead in on the chin.
He's got to try to clear that right leg on his left side of Russ, which he's going for now. Russ in almost on a Kimura, but not the best position to attack it. They have that weird reverse Kimura.
Yep. He's working at like a deep underhook around the body to keep himself close and in. The only problem with that style is it really limits your ability to pass and jump over those legs.
Yes, there's like a kind of recently popular kind of body lock passing style, which he's about to hit. Put himself back in the guard though.
And Bagwell's really long, so he's able to just kind of hip through to reinsert his knees in his frame. Reyna really working this like pressure style to slowly flatten his opponent out. And really that cook style we were talking about earlier, where you just get your opponent wearing that weight, difficult, struggle through the transitions, they start huffing and puffing, and then you can really start to attack those subs with a higher percentage of finish.
Yeah, it took about 3 minutes of that pressure to finally kind of pay off, get him into side control, but the moment he was finally passed, Rashard's hip escaped out and got back to his feet.
Bagwell with a little level change to a double, gets stuffed. Kind of stalling out here with the guard. Looking like one of them is going to need to take a little bit of a risk. Throw a little bit of your defense out the door and kind of jump on something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not the prettiest. I mean, Reyna, you got to be up just on his pressure and passing, but I mean, any one submission attempt will do it.
It looks like they're joking with each other a little bit, keeping it fun. Looks like a very funny joke is going on the inside of that guard.
You see the ref cracking up.
I don't think he knows the tickling's not allowed.
It's actually not allowed.
Yeah.
It'd be weird.
And guys, let's not make it weird.
No. Sometimes jiu-jitsu gets weird enough.
Yeah.
And we actually had some firsts here today. We had a cut, no contest. Man, we had an elbow dislocation, no contest. Man, on an accidental cut, I can see a no contest happening. But man, on like a posted dislocation, I think that should be a win by injury.
Yeah, because that's a technical error that you made on your break fall.
I mean, yeah. Plus, you know, like, you're looking to do damage here in jiu-jitsu. You didn't break any rules. Throws are allowed.
And you can get a win from a slam out of a submission.
I mean,
so
yeah, exactly. And man, you single leg someone hard enough and they don't break, fall, and hit their head, and you know, rock themselves and can't continue. That should be a win for the guy attacking the single.
I've seen guys battle takedowns and roll their own ankles and blow their own knees out and have to stop as well. And that's you know,
It sucks, but I mean, I do think
it is a part of the game.
yeah. But the guy who didn't make the mistake and get hurt shouldn't, you know, lose their ability to win because their opponent hurt themselves
Right.
or didn't protect themselves.
1 minute remaining in this match. 1 minute remaining.
The funny thing in these high-level matches is you don't understand how much, you know, guys will post on their wrist or roll over their ankle or knee, and they just don't say anything, and they continue to go, and then we're in the back, and we're kind of assessing our bumps and bruises from these matches. So, you know, unlike MMA, no punches or kicks, but the adrenaline dump is still there, and we're still feeling that output, so...
Oh yeah, man! Some of the most sore and tight I've ever been after a contest is gi tournaments.
Yeah. I'll tell you boys right now, I'm glad I don't have to hold a mic because my arms are destroyed.
10 seconds.
Bagwell did a good job of being able to kind of stiffen Reyna in that closed and open guard rally. Wasn't able to get any subs down on the board.
Yeah, I mean, you had the takedown from Reyna. You had the pass, albeit short-lived.
We'll have to find out who told that joke to see who the funniest is.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 7-minute time limit has expired, so we go to referee Damien Orende for your decision. Your winner of the match, Gabriel Reyna.
Congratulations to Gabriel Reyna. You know, the top pressure is really the way to go. If you're on your back and you're not throwing up subs constantly, you're going to be on the receiving end of a losing battle.
Absolutely.
Please welcome Cody Welty to the blue corner.
Cody Welty out of 10th Planet Beaumont makes his way to the ring.
10th Planet Beaumont's been getting more and more popular as of late. Putting more and more competitors out. You know, 10th Planet always known for having, you know, fun, cool, freaky jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Please welcome to the red corner, Josh Thomas.
You got Josh Thomas coming out of my own home gym, GB The Woodlands. Had a few competitors on tonight. High wrestling pedigree, professional MMA fighter, making his way through the Fury rankings. Fights a couple other promotions as well. You know, nothing but bright future ahead for this kid.
The following contest is scheduled for 1 round with a 7-minute time limit in the purple belt division at 170 pounds. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, representing 10th Planet, here is Cody Welty. And introducing his opponent across the stage, fighting out of the red corner, representing Gracie Baja in the Woodlands, Texas, this is Josh Thomas.
All right, Damien Orende reffing the match. Guard pull right away from Welty. Josh right into a guard pass, into an armbar attempt from Welty. It was a good attempt, puts a catch on the board.
Yeah, he's gonna. I thought he was gonna go for the leg there, but he opted back
Couldn't
out.
quite get the lock on the leg. You know, Thomas really known for his top pressure. So sometimes going through on those legs, you know, like that just there, he's able to scoop right over on that top position. Not quite able to jump on something, but was able to forego the guard of Welty pretty easily. And then in on an ankle pick. Beautiful work for Thomas. Welty really savvy on his back, though. Able to get back to close guard really fast. An open guard now. Thomas with that heavy pressure. Again, passing the guard. Not quite able to secure the position. And then they'll get reset to the center. Expect Welty to probably pull guard again. Oh, little jump. Triangle attempt. Doesn't quite get there. Welty on that overhook. Trying to work this butterfly.
Nice little drag there.
Josh with that knee pressure. Not quite knee on belly, but using it to keep him flat. Back to knee on belly.
Nice little
Welty
entry.
in on the
Looking for the
leg.
inside heel hook. He's got it. Let's see if he can finish here.
Can't quite get the bite on it. Josh able to get 2-on-1 grip on the hands. Still needs to get his foot out of there. Welty really got a good bite on that leg.
If he feeds it back again. Yeah,
Josh keeping that distance from stretching out. Keeping that collar tie will keep Welty from bridging and straightening out on that leg.
Right.
Another good bite. You looking like Thomas falling behind on the catch board now. Needs to try to get his leg free and get something going. Each one of these attempts is just another catch point on the board for Welty. Doing a really good job of just keeping that leg locked down. This is what I'm talking about when I tell people, like, work on locking the leg down, then attack the foot. See, because now he's got 3-4 catch points on the board just from keeping that leg locked.
Right.
Good work from Thomas, able to get to almost to mount, in the technical mount now. Really has to focus forward on pressure. We got 3.5 minutes to work. So he's doing well. He is behind on the catch board, though.
Nice little back take there.
Good gift wrap back take for Thomas. I'm going to work a rear naked choke now. Really has to stay ahead. Loses the back, stays on top. Good job. Welty did a really good job of keeping the rotation going there. Thomas wasn't able to lock anything up while in the position. Though positions are worth a lot, they will not get you the nod. Position control is not what we are looking for here today. Welty working rubber guard. Thomas struggling to get any submissions on the board. Really, there you go. Gets a bite on something. Doesn't quite get the catch for it. Solid pace from both boys. Welty back in on the guard pole. Oh.
Yep, nice little just slid right by the guard, setting up a back kick again.
Really in on this gift wrap. Can't quite keep him on his side though, so he's losing it. Back to mount though. It's a great way to just demoralize the will of somebody, is go back to mount to back to mount. It just feels like you're in a never-ending battle of quicksand. Looks like Josh is trying to go for either a straight arm bar. He's isolating one of the arms, attempting to lock something down. Get a little reset from the ref back to the middle. In on mount, had the arm locked up. Wasn't quite in on a submission yet. Does look like the Cook style for Josh is really starting to take effect. Welty is looking to wear some of the fatigue a little bit now.
Yeah, he needs to get another sub attempt in there.
And Josh is still behind on the sub attempts.
Nice, not bad.
Go in on the guillotine.
If he can kind of stabilize himself.
If he wants to get ahead, he's going to have to put more than one submission attempt or finish the match. So I don't think one's going to do it.
45 seconds. You're ready to picture date.
He's trying to make it happen here.
Good frame.
Thomas really hard on the pressure. Got 30 seconds left in the round.
30 seconds remaining.
Again, I feel like Thomas is just a little bit behind, unfortunately, on the board. Hasn't been able to put as many subs on the board. Control time is definitely a factor here, but...
Get your right underhook.
10 seconds.
10 seconds.
Solid work from both boys. It's looking like Welty had more of the submission attempts on the board, but he is wearing a little bit of the fatigue a little bit more than Thomas. Thomas looking very proud of the performance. Not quite sure how that nod will go. It was looking like the ankle attempts are probably gonna lead the board on this one.
Yeah. It could go either way because he only really had those heel hooks in that one entanglement, and then didn't really get back to it after that. So it could go either way. We'll see what the judge says here.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 7-minute time limit has expired, so we go to referee Damian Orende for your decision. Your winner of the match, Josh Thomas.
Oh, nice.
There we
Beautiful
go.
work. I was wondering if the control and the fatigue shown was going to be a factor. Maybe the bites on the ankle locks. I wasn't sure how Damian was looking at that. Congratulations to Thomas on the performance for the pressure.
Please welcome Dominique Shelton to the blue corner.
Now we got Dominique Shelton walking out, coming out of Ravelin Martial Arts. I've seen a lot of guys coming out of this gym. This is a gi match at 120 pounds. Some of our smaller competitors of the day for adults. I should say young adults.
Please welcome to the red corner, Yerabith Oropesa.
A little bit of fan work over here by.
I always like it when they put a little extra in their walkout.
Yeah. I always want to. I get so nervous. Like, what if I lose? I look silly.
I end up enjoying my walkout music so much. Like today, I was feeling my walkout music so much, I forgot to do anything else.
Yeah.
So I think I sang along with the music for a second, but that was about it.
The following contest is scheduled for 1 round with a 7-minute time limit in the purple belt division at 120 pounds. Introducing your first competitor, fighting out of the blue corner. Representing Ravelin Martial Arts, this is Dominique Shelton. And introducing her opponent across the stage, fighting out of the red corner. Representing the Jiu-Jitsu Order, this is Yerabith Oropesa.
All right, Damian Orende on the job.
It's a 120-pound gi purple belt matchup.
And both girls getting very low to start. Thinking maybe a double guard pull. Don't quote me on that.
It's not a jiu-jitsu tournament.
I called it.
It's not a jiu-jitsu tournament unless there's a double guard pull.
Oh.
It's funny, what I tell my students, I say, especially like the teens class, I'm like, all right, you guys can pull guard. If you pull guard and get insta-passed, I will banish you from that option.
Right,
You're not allowed to pull and get insta-passed.
We have a lot of wrestlers.
Yeah.
Had a white belt one time guard pull and pull himself straight to bottom mount.
Yeah, pull and mount.
Bold strat. Let's see how it plays out.
We'll see that every once in a while.
Nice. Slides a knee right through here.
Dominique really applying good pressure from the get-go. The double guard pull happened, but then she popped right up and started that pressure game. Cutting those knees through the middle.
Yeah, Dominique, a bit of a step ahead off the pull, off the pass.
Does a good job using her feet to solidify the pass. Yeah, Oropesa's really got to collect that ankle and then hip into the knee. She's doing a good job. At least she's getting to her knees here. We'll see what she can do here.
She got the lapel handoff for that sit-up single leg lapel guard. But it got sprawled through.
Yep. Shelton's doing a good job of using that belt to just keep glued to her. Now she's in on an arm. Oh, snap.
Beautiful work. That was a very slow and methodical armbar. Really peeled herself into it. Congratulations for Dominique.
All right, that moves us on to our brown belts. We have 4 brown belt matches, 2 black belt matches. Gotta call it a day. Here's the highlight. That step over. Nice that arm bar.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of this match with an armbar, Dominique Shelton.
All right, we move on to our brown belts now. Looking forward to these competitors. We'll go to Wayne for the first fighter.
Please welcome to the blue corner, Christa Lopez.
All right, Christa Lopez, our first brown belt match of these swing bouts. It's a 140-pound key match.
It's a nice little change up from the normal blue belt schedule.
Yeah, that's what I was telling Scott earlier.
Having the black belts and the brown belts as the last few matches. Honestly, if I was at home right now, I would make sure to catch every single match to the very last one. So I like the change up.
Please welcome Julie McLellan to the red corner.
All right, Christa Lopez's opposition, Judy McLellan out of the Revolution Dojo. Jeff Messina on his last bit of duty for the night. Both girls on the stage. Let's get this fight underway.
Ladies and gentlemen, your next match is scheduled for 1 round with a 7-minute time limit in the brown belt division at 140 pounds. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, here is Christa Lopez. And introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, representing Revolution Dojo, here is Julie McLellan.
All right, oddly enough, our 2 black belt matches are both gi matches. This is our only brown belt gi match.
Looked like a little fake guard pull to a knee pick attempt earlier.
Nice, that was a really, really good reaction to that pull from McLellan.
Lopez has got a good bite on that calf where she's just keeping control of it so she can sit up and rock forward.
And she's got to be careful. She's starting to let go of that ankle.
McLellan really trying to grind that knee through.
Yeah, you see how she has that ankle? Oh, nice.
Good work. Looks like we're in on a Kimura attempt from McLellan.
She's got to switch the grip up a little bit. It's more, I think, like an armbar. I got to step over an armbar attempt. That's what she's going to go for. She's going to have to switch her hands around. She needs that right hand on the wrist. I think her grips are a little crisscrossed. Could be wrong.
Well, you know what? You are right, yeah.
Yeah, and now she used it to go to the front headlock. She got a nice guillotine here. Nice little high elbow guillotine. McLellan needs that right leg in position if she wants to really put a strong finish on this choke.
Lopez was able to get a big grip on the tricep and pull her through. Good work.
Yeah, it's interesting how those grips can make such a difference.
Oh, man, yeah.
It's annoying when someone grabs on your tricep because it's hard, you can't really clear it as usual. If they grab it there, it's a lot of leverage.
Lopez starting to come out of the back end. There we go. And then working from turtle now.
She's looking for a collar grip here. She can feed that collar around. She'll be attached pretty well here. Good defense by McLellan. Let's see if she can roll through, get her feet back in front of her.
Looks like McLellan's been really defensive, knowing what's at risk. And she got the grip to Lopez. Like, really big.
Wow.
I think we're going to see a potential bow choke finish. I mean, she's still in deep on that collar. She just took some of the slack out. Oh, man.
She's got a good bite.
There's the
Yeah,
tap.
there it
Wow.
goes.
Beautiful work from Lopez.
Yeah, a real reversal of kind of like mat pacing.
It's always interesting how, like, grabbing the collar with just 2 fingers is more powerful than having a full fist of it.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of this match with a bow and arrow choke, Christa Lopez.
Really good work from Christa Lopez. Real patient, able to slowly work her way into that back with that collar choke. Really impressive submission win.
Please welcome to the blue corner, Josh Rashard.
One of my teammates, Josh Rashard, from the dark side, makes his way into the match.
And we got a little battle of the Joshes going on. Got Josh Ricard, and then we got Josh Singh coming up in just a second.
There can only be one.
So whoever wins this match, no longer allowed to go by Josh.
Right.
Please welcome to the red corner, Josh Singh.
Josh Singh out of Gracie Baja, the Woodlands. Known the guy for a really long time, been training forever. Has done quite a bit of the submission-only matches, actually. Has a very patient style, so I look forward to seeing how he puts it together, especially against the dark side guy. The pace is a little bit higher, and you do need to be a little more vigilant on really any options on leaving your feet out.
Yeah.
I know I specifically went to dark side. I trained with Vic Posas. I learned the leg lock system, and it made me really comfortable, but also made me understand the danger at which you are in.
The following contest is scheduled for 1 round with a 7-minute time limit in the brown belt division at 180 pounds. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, representing the dark side, this is Josh Rashard. And introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, representing Gracie Baja in the Woodlands, Texas, this is Josh Singh.
All right, here we go. All right, into the collar tie. Looking for these different grips. Double wrist control and collar tie, both guys kind of patiently seeing what they can fit together.
Josh is pretty good about keeping a high pace here. Josh Richards.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to go by last names on this one.
Yeah.
Singh, very strong competitor. Rolled with him a lot over the years. I mean, I've known him for probably about 15 years. And, again, very patient style, but very strong.
Yeah, this is where Rashard wants to be. Looks to expose the back.
Beautiful roll through to that back exposure. That was very high level.
Yeah, his game plan was to attack the back, and if he doesn't get it, then go to the legs. So looks like he's sticking to the game plan.
One thing about Josh, very frustrating. He is very comfortable fighting out of bad positions and catching weird submissions in bad positions. He just has a good ability for it. Oh, and it looks like Rashard is able to get the rear naked choke off the back take. very, very slick. Slowly worked his way to the back and then found his way to the arm under the chin and found that second hand quick. Surprising, to be honest, but very good work for Josh Rashard.
Yeah, look, as soon as he gets that secondary hook, locks his hands together.
A little bit of a crank, but I mean, hey, everything goes on these submission-only matches.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of this match with a rear naked choke, Josh Rashard.
Congratulations to Josh Rashard. Did a very good work. Slow, methodical, powerful. Got to where he wanted to go with a beautiful back take transition, and then found his way to that sub. Congratulations to Josh Rashard. Let's go to Wayne for our next match.
Please welcome Dylan Melton to the blue corner.
All right, we got Dylan Melton coming out again. Second match of the night. That is a tall order, guys. I got to tell you, my forearms are still spent from my match that was a while ago. And I train every day. I'm ready to go. It says something to be able to get through the adrenaline dump of jiu-jitsu matches and then get another one in. Nothing but respect for this kid. Let's go to Wayne for our next component.
Please welcome Ryan Goyette to the red corner.
Now I got Ryan Goyette coming out of Revolution BJJ.
The following contest is scheduled for one round with a 7-minute time limit in the brown belt division at 215 pounds. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, representing Grade C Baja and competing in his second match of the evening, here is Dylan Melton. And introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, representing Revolution Dojo, this is Ryan Goyette.
Here we go. Guard pull by Melton.
Yeah, Melton's one of those guys. We really can't say enough good things about him. Wrestles up. A little bit of a ghillie to already pop his head out of.
Goyette really, we've been seeing a lot of those shoulder attempts. He's right on it. Melton backed out a little bit, and then Goyette backed out as well. Goyette not wanting to settle in the guard. Melton staying pretty calm looking, got a little bit of a smirk on his face as he's looking for his grips. Really trying to assess the guard. This Goyette. Melton, I think, again, just working that pressure from the guard. The Cook style from the guard can be really frustrating when you run into a guy that just chooses not to open.
And Melton's got a very good, well-rounded game.
You know, what's tricky about these younger guys, too, is that they can have the mass and the flexibility at the same time. So he's having a real easy time cutting angles on the guard, which is generally rare to see on the 205ers and up. You tend to see more half guard than guard play when you start to get to the heavyweight divisions.
Beautiful. That was really nice. Just used his guard to push his hips forward, caught one of the legs and just sliced himself up to top position. Ended up standing, but I mean, really high level.
An interesting way to get out of the close guard for sure.
And Melton's starting to really attack now, putting some pressure on.
Yeah, Melton's
front headlock snap.
got a good front headlock game. A very good back take.
Yeah, he's going to look to chase the back here.
Goyette slowly rotating through, still answering the position, gets slowly falling behind, unfortunately.
Yeah, this is
And the
exactly
back take
where
happens.
Dylan wants to be.
Melton really taking his time, cinching in the back position, digging that last hook in, wrist riding.
Yeah,
Ooh,
that's over.
that's a lock.
Oh, and he got right on the neck. Beautiful work from Melton.
Yeah, with Nicky Rod coming into the game, you know, he says anything below the eyeballs is a choke, and you're starting to see more neck cranks. I mean, everyone's just locking him up right over the jaw. And then when they lock it over the jaw, you have a tendency to turn to alleviate the pressure, and
Right,
that gives them the throat.
Yeah, a lot of guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of this match with a rear naked choke, Dylan Melton.
Congratulations to Dylan Melton.
Yeah, 2 wins tonight. Always a fun guy to watch. All right, we have one final brown belt match, one final Nogi match. Let's meet the competitors.
Please welcome to the blue corner, Urban Sanchez.
Urban Sanchez out of Urban BJJ.
I wonder if maybe he's a gym owner or it's a coincidence.
Well, that's a good question. I'm going to go out on a limb and say it's not a coincidence.
That's fair.
Please welcome to the red corner, Ty Hazel.
Ty Hazel out of Finesse BJJ, another competitor out of Finesse. Solid gym, solid competitors, solid coaches. I mean, all around, just a great gym to be at, great gym to train with.
Usually when they have the gauges for a contest, they'll actually tape them up. No gauge tape.
Yeah, actually, as soon as he took his hoodie off, the first thing I noticed was those gauged ears.
Oh,
You know,
one of
sometimes...
them's already busted. Probably from jiu-jitsu.
Sometimes what they'll do is they'll wrap it around the back end of their ear. If it's big enough, it looks like he's already ripped one and just gave up on it.
Your next match is scheduled for 1 round with a 7-minute time limit in the brown belt division at 170 pounds. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, representing Urban BJJ, here is Urban Sanchez. And introducing his opponent across the stage, fighting out of the red corner, representing Finesse BJJ, this is Ty Hazel.
All right, we got Jason Solis as ref. Ooh. Hazel right in on the guard pole. Goes inverted. Urban right in on the back. Very quick transition.
He said, "How dare you invert on me?"
Looks like he's got his hand over the mouth now of Hazel. Trying to do a little bit of a smother style. Oh, looks like he lost something.
That's a respect.
Oh, okay. Ooh, same thing on that chin and face, looking for that crank to get under the chin.
Uh-oh. This could be dangerous.
That's in. He's got to get that right hand free.
Yep, uses his knee to clear it. That was money.
Clever.
Ooh, it's in. Not quite on the angle, though.
Oh, fixes
Ooh,
it.
He fixes it up.
Lost the hands.
Sanchez is really fast on that back take. Honestly, plenty of time to work. He's got time to kind of slow things down now. Edge his way into that submission.
Yeah, he does have that coach demeanor, being really smart with his attacks. And that's a
And there's the tap.
Really nice sequence put together. Stays heavy on the face. Feels his hand right underneath that chin. Looks like he finishes it with one hand right there. We'll see.
He gets the second hand in.
Oh, there we go.
But it was already, I think Hazel was already in the process of getting ready to tap.
Yeah, very nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of this match with the rear naked choke, Urban Sanchez.
Congratulations to Urban Sanchez. Solid performance, really slick work off of the guard pull and inverted roll.
All right, cool. That brings us to our black belts. We'll meet our first set of black belt competitors, the heavyweights.
Black belt.
Please welcome Nonso Ebede to the blue corner.
Nonso Ebede. Gorilla Zoe is what they call him.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
I had a title match against him, and man, you know, you try to think that size doesn't matter until you're in there with someone heavier and with more reach. His arms are so long, I could not get underneath him to save my life. But yeah, very good black belt, competes all the time.
Yeah, we've seen him on the stage doing gi, doing no gi at heavyweight, at lighter weights. He's a big dude.
Yeah, I would say the reach was more of a problem than the actual weight. Like, his arm was always across my face at all times. And makes it hard to get to a leg lock when you're cross-faced.
He's always super cool, too, super respectful. He's like a gentle giant who can choke you to sleep easily.
Yep. Yeah, he's very slow, methodical, and then just drowns you.
All right, let's meet his opponent.
Please welcome Ronnie Byerly to the red corner.
Ronnie Byerly, newer black belt, one of the sponsors for the Garcia Promotions Kimura Tattoo Company. They've been training a very long time. His daughter competed earlier today, so father and daughter competition team going out. Love to see that.
Interesting.
It's a bold first black belt match to go against Ebede.
Yeah.
All right,
Very,
got
very
both on
bold.
the stage. Let's get this fight going.
The following contest is scheduled for one round with a 7-minute time limit in the black belt heavyweight division. Introducing your first competitor, fighting out of the blue corner, this is Nonso Ebede. And introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, this is Ronnie Byerly.
Yeah, Nonso's had some matches against some of the best in the world.
All right, we are underway.
I'd say that Landon Elmore just walked by. I didn't know him before, but I'm not going to be a fan for life. That kid was awesome.
Yeah, good kid, too. We went to Vegas to compete at ADCC, I want to say the trials. And, you know, me and him didn't drink, so I hung out with him the whole night while everyone else went and did the party.
Yeah.
So it was just me and a 14-year-old. We kind of saw some sights and then just went and hung out, you know, and he's completely dedicated, and so is his entire family. So he's a good kid.
Yeah, quick up. A little ankle pick into a guard pass into a knee cut there from Zoe.
Yeah, as I was mentioning earlier, Zoe's competed against some of the best in the world. He's competed against Haisam Rita, who's ADCC veteran.
Yeah.
Competed against Bomb Bomb, who's competed in the absolute tournaments here.
Man, I was there live when Rita armbarred Cyborg
Yes.
ADCC a couple years back. And man, that was like the first big step of the night. The crowd went nuts. That was one of the more memorable moments.
Yeah, I had, I was in the stands, and every hair on my body stood up. It was literally
That was
like
cool.
a picture-perfect moment. And he was screaming, "Are you not entertained?"
Byerly able to get a guard recovery off that mount.
Yeah, he went from mount to close guard very, very fast. And then the way Zoe kind of passed seemed like almost like a little too easy.
Seems like they're both just really slowly assessing the situation.
Yeah.
Byerly with a good bite on the guard, trying to work.
Yeah, he needs to let go and go ahead and attack the legs here. Holding himself up is not going to do well. Yeah, so just
Like to
high
see
step
Byerly
right
get his feet in
A
action.
little more in play, yeah, in those open guard settings.
I mentioned this before, but one of the fundamentals of jiu-jitsu that we tend to forget about is, not only do you want a connection to your opponent, but you want a connection to the ground. If your connection to the ground is removed, you put yourself in a lot of danger, and you can't really move that well. So generally, when I tell my guys, if they're picked up inside the closed guard, they need to drop their back down to the mat and attack the legs. Because essentially, you're spending all your energy holding yourself up.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a little cross-collar choke attempt.
Maybe set it up for an arm bar or triangle.
Yeah, I wouldn't. You're not one of those sitting on your chest.
Ronnie able to get his elbows back tight to his body.
Steps over back to mount. Climbs high immediately.
We're going to try to step over.
Oof.
Almost in on the armbar. Couldn't quite get the bite on it.
Good job by Byerly here. Let's see if he can solidify this pass. He's doing a good job binding him up.
Yeah, he's got to go hands on the legs.
I think Byerly decided instead of a mouthpiece, he was going to do a piece of chewing gum.
Yeah, I've seen a couple guys show up here with chewing gum. I used to never really wear a mouthpiece until I got kneed in the mouth on a competition and bit my tongue.
That'll happen, man.
Yep. Now I'm adamant about me and all my guys wearing mouthpieces.
I won't even let Alex show a move at the gym without my mouthpiece.
Yeah, thankfully, when I was a white belt, I took a knee to the chin and clattered my teeth, but thankfully no damage. But I was
Ooh,
like,
cross-collar choke attempt.
It's mouth guard time. Plus, you can absorb chokes better with the mouth guard.
Ooh, this one's tight. There's a good bite on this cross-collar choke from Mount.
Zoe's not moving.
I think it's in.
Yep.
There's the tap.
Oh, there's the tap.
Yeah. Monolithic style movement there from Zoe, just slowly progressing in a better and better spot.
To Byerly's credit, he went against a very high-level black belt and escaped quite a bit of submissions before he ended up falling into a deep one from Mount.
Yeah. I mean, Byerly just got his black on Zoe, so first degree, super competition savvy, and a little bit bigger than him. That was a tall order. Goes to show he's about it. That's both competitors.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of this match with an X-choke, Nonso Ebede.
Solid work. These guys really put it out there. It was a fun, methodical, fun to watch. It was slow. You knew what was happening. Really good job.
All right, final match of the day. Let's meet these fighters.
Please welcome to the blue corner, Brian Gutierrez.
All right, Brian Gutierrez out of the Lion's Den. This is a 165-pound gi match. It's been a long day. Scott, Jake, and I were in LA earlier this morning. Woke up at 3:30.
Crazy.
Took a flight at 6 a.m. Got here around 11. Jake thankfully got to get a little nap in. Came right to the Vince. At the corner, some guys, do some competitions, call fights with new friends. It's been a good day. Let's meet our next opponent.
Please welcome to the red corner, Alex Black.
Alex Black out of Henzo BJJ. It's funny, guys, on this main card, I believe that I've competed against 4 of these guys on the main stage. So,
Yeah, Alex Black, an OG too. He was, I think he and I were fighting amateur at the same time. He may have gone pro a little before me, but he had some really fun fights back in the Legacy days, even in some of the more modern Fury days. But yeah, well-rounded competitor, fun guy to watch, good dude overall. used to help set up and rinse out the cages for the old MMA shows back in H-Town. All right, got him on the stage. Let's get this match going.
The following contest is scheduled for 1 round with a 7-minute time limit in the black belt division at 165 pounds. And it is your final match of the evening. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, representing Lion's Den, here is Brian Gutierrez. And introducing his opponent across the stage, fighting out of the red corner, representing Henzo Gracie, here is Alex Bet-On Black.
All right, final match of the night. Gi black belt jiu-jitsu. Ooh, Alex Black with a quick, beautiful work from Alex Black. My goodness, that was fast.
Still doing flying submissions.
That was like 4 seconds.
That is definitely the fastest submission of the night.
Dude, that may be the fastest sub in sub hunter history.
Wild.
If there was ever...
Dude, that was, look at the clock. Bang, tap on 5 seconds. That's a new record. 5-second win.
Beautiful work for Alex Black. Way to shut the show down.
He wanted to get us home.
Yeah, all right, thank you. Let's make it official.
Right to the armbar.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of this match in 6 seconds with an armbar, Alex Bet-On Black.
Really awesome work. Right from the get-go, the grips he set, you could tell he knew he was going to go for that flying armbar right off the go. I mean, when I say off the go, I mean off the rip.
How'd you compete? No, I really appreciate it. Everybody knows, I love the support we had. We had a ton of people come out from the team. So thank y'all for staying around. Even the people that don't know me, thank you for being here. It means a lot. Yeah, that's about it. Back to it, and see y'all in the next one.
Hey, man, 6-second submission win. I mean, a record going to be hard to beat. Congratulations, Alex Black, everybody.
Congratulations to Alex Black. That was solid work. I myself have succumbed to the submissions that he throws down. That was great. Really good work, guys. Solid competitors for the day. The main card was really impressive. This undercard was really great for our Fight Pass. Off of our Fight Pass back to our Facebook. Just solid competitors from purple belt, brown belt, and then finishing off with a couple of black belts.
Yeah, great night of jiu-jitsu action, you guys. Thank you for sticking around. We'll see you on the next one. We got a Fury Amateur Series card February 2nd, and we're in Dallas that next Friday. Take care.